Hello everybody, today we're checking out the Sunjoe pressure washer from Walmart. Found this over the holiday season. It was around $60 to $69, somewhere in there. I just remember it being around $60. And as you saw there, I pointed towards the advertised right on the front of the box, 2000 PSI and 1.5 GPM or 1.6 GPM, but the rated pressure is only 1500 PSI and the rated flow is 1.2. So kind of some false advertisement right on the front of the box, you know, trying to get you there. But even the rated pressure wash, even the rated PSI and the rated GPM is definitely not going to be anywhere near. And I don't test that stuff. Don't have the equipment or tools to test that stuff. But after using a 2000 PSI Greenworks for so long, it's pretty obvious once we get to using this thing that it's nowhere near the 2000 or the 1.6 GPM, that's for sure. But here we go, we got a little unboxing going on. Everybody likes a little unboxing action because assembly is little assembly is required with this unit. Got to set up the gun and the hose and all that good stuff. And I've had this thing just sitting in my garage for the past few months, just collecting dust, because I figured it'd be a good spare, good backup pressure washer just in case my Greenworks died, but that hasn't happened yet. And I figured today was a good enough day to get outside and put this thing to the test. No point in waiting around any longer. I don't even know if this thing's even still at Walmart. It may be just a holiday item. It may not be. I'm not sure. But I saw it, I think I bought it around February, and I was surprised it was still there because I thought it was definitely a holiday kind of deal. Just a pressure washer pumped out for that season. And it may have been just some leftovers from the holiday season when I finally purchased it. But if it comes back this next holiday season, if it's a regular thing at Walmart in store, then maybe you'll want to check it out. So let's see right here. Get them screws out of the instructions, and we're going to do what we always do in instructions. Put it back in the box. Who needs that? This is man channel. And you're going to see the little foam cannon here. Nice little foam cannon insert right in the back. I kind of like that. That's pretty nifty. And it's got the plug-ins back there where you can put the nozzles. And we're going to get to a little assembly here. Get the little screws open. Oh yeah, and then this is the 20-foot hose. It has the 30-foot extension cord. 20-foot hose, not ideal at all. You'll see in a minute when we get to using that thing. I would rather a 30-foot hose and a 20-foot extension cord. I think that would make actually a world of difference. All right, now we're going to do a little assembly, and we'll be back with the full review of the pressure washer. As you can see here, no instructions needed. Just need a little picture. You'll see where everything goes. Couple screws, one screwdriver, you're good to go. And we'll be back in a second. And here we go, we have the 0 degree, 15 degree, and 40 degree nozzles. I would say don't ever use the 0 degree unless you're trying to get like a top of a 2-story house or something, clean a window up there, something like that. But never, I would never suggest using the 0 degree for auto detailing, that's for sure. Or even really the 15, but we'll see. Maybe if it's that, you know, low of pressure, low GPM, might want to switch to the 15. Especially for wheels and fenders. This is a quick connect kind of a lance they got here. See some slack in it, but no leaks once we start using it. This is the locking mechanism for the trigger that I never could get to work even once. So I'm gonna say that just doesn't work at all, or it's just over my head. Either way, couldn't get it to work. So this is what we're all going to be using today. The foam cannon, the 40-degree nozzle, and we're going to check it out. See if this is good enough to wash your car in your driveway. Or if you're just getting a little business started, you need a cheap pressure washer just to get you started. Let's see if this is going to do it. Start with the foam cannon. I've given this foam cannon a fair shot. I'm going to put about 4 to 6 ounces of soap. I didn't really measure it, but I put a good bit of soap in here with my soapiest of soaps, Chemical Guys Honeydew Snow Foam. I've tested it on the channel. It has been my foamiest of soaps. So we're going to give this a little foam can. These usually don't work at all, but I'm going to play around with it, try and get it to work, and see if you can use it. As you can see, it's got the little twist tabs connected. On top, it's got the no soap to soap, or less foam to more foam kind of knob on the top, like pretty much all foam cannons have. For some reason, the little opening is off-centered of the bottle. If you're, that's kind of bothersome. And here we're just getting all the air out of the system. As you can see, so far so good. Pretty decent pressure, decent GPM. And here's our 20-foot hose. We barely make it to the back of the car to where we're positioned. That's just about as far as my water hose will reach. That's connected to my pressure washer, so my situation is 20-foot hose just isn't going to cut it. But you can move the system around the car with you, which is annoying but can be done. I'm definitely over that. Got 50-foot hose on my Greenworks. That's been fantastic. And I would definitely highly recommend 50-foot hose. I have pretty much the cheapest one on Amazon, the Twinkle Star. And it's lasted me about 1.5 years now. So I'd highly recommend it. And here we go. We're going to try the trigger action again. You can see that it's just not working. I don't know what this locking mechanism just doesn't work. On my system anyway. Here we go. I'm just admiring the water action on the ceramic coating back here on the bumper. And I would have a full review of this ceramic coating and its toppers, but unfortunately they just got discontinued, so much for that. And here we go, going to the other side of the vehicle. 20-foot hose, just not gonna cut it. My Greenworks originally came with a 25-foot hose, and that one still didn't even cut it. Gotta go 50-foot. Highly recommend upgrading. So 20-foot's just kind of ridiculous. And here we go, we're gonna test out the foam cannon, and it doesn't just go into the tip of the lance as I'm showing here. It's a quick disconnect lance. I had to fiddle with it a little while, figure it out, but you just push down. It's a easy on, easy off. Pretty cool. Foam cannon just kind of clicks in there. And I wasn't getting any leaks, surprisingly. I was kind of surprised at that, but we got our 4 to 6 ounces of soap in a 1,000 milliliter mixture. As you can see, we're getting nothing right here, but I kind of fiddle with it, kind of play around with it, and try and get the thickest foam we can. So you can see here, it's pretty much a foam gun. Definitely not foam cannon material. But you can get the job done with it. You can start that emulsification of the dust and the grime, which is pretty much the purpose of the foam cannon. You're not going to be putting on any show. Not going to be impressing the neighbors with this foam cannon, but you can get the job done. About the equivalent of a foam gun. But you're going to want to play. You're not just going to want to put the little nozzle on full blast foam, because it's definitely not going to go full blast. I have it about somewhere between 70-80% turned all the way, and I play with it a little more here. Just play with it until you can get the setting where it's the thickest amount of foam, which is about right here. It's about as thick as you're going to get it. And it's still about, if you've ever messed with a foam gun, that's about as thick as a foam gun's going to get. Like I said, it'll get the job done. And you're not going to fly through your mixture. As I'm pretty much just going to show you in real time here, that it lasts, your mixture of soap is going to last quite a while. Now we're just going to rinse off the car, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the Sunjoe Walmart pressure washer. So right off the bat, the box pretty much lies to you with 2000 psi and the 1.6 GPM. If I had the right tools to test it, I would test that. But you can see on the back of the box, it clearly gives you the more accurate rating, around 1500 psi, 1.2 GPM. It comes with the 0 degree nozzle, 15 and 40 degree nozzles. You're never going to use the 0. You're barely going to use the 15. 40 is where you're going to be at most of the time, and where I would suggest it. Being most of the time. The foam cannon gets the job done, acts more like a foam gun, not too cannon-like, but it gets the job done. Gets a layer of soap, starts emulsifying, so you can get it accomplished. The 20-foot hose is terrible, definitely not long enough, and I'm going to be switching pressure washers right after this video to finish washing the car. As you can see, I can only get to the driver's side door, but you could easily move the pressure washer. In my setup, I can't. That's as far as my water hose will reach. But if you don't mind that, you can certainly do it. I was there a few years back moving around the pressure washer, then it finally just got old enough where I buy the 50-foot hose. I'll link that in the description. And as you can see here, you can see it's heavier on the left and right side of the fan pattern of this nozzle, and kind of thins out towards the middle. I just found that interesting. But anyway, this will get the job done if you're a beginner starting out. But if you're looking to replace your current pressure washer and just be on the cheap side, I would avoid this one. There's just better ones out there. And even if you're starting out, I would suggest spend a little bit more money, get a little bit better one. Go ahead and buy your 50-foot hose. Pass on the Walmart Sunjoe. That's all I got today, guys. I'll see y'all down the road. And if you like Sunjoe pressure washers, tell me about them in the comments. This is the first one I tried, and it was the Walmart version. Let me know how it compares.